Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm RachelEsther, and for those of you who do, thank you for coming here once again. Milo, say hi. Milo said hi, guys. As you can see by the title of this video, today I'm going to be talking about this hair that I have on my head. I figured while I have this hair on my head, why not give you guys a little bit more information and style it and answer some questions, because at the end of the day, I try not to make videos that I feel like people won't watch, because why would I do that? I feel like that's a waste of my time. But a lot of people ask me about my hair, the hair that I wear, the different brands, should they spend their money, or like what they should buy or what they should do. So why not take the time today and just show you guys what I'm doing. So I'm taking advantage of today because this is a good install. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely did a pretty good job putting this on myself, especially since I did it in kind of a hurry. So I wanted to actually style it because these are like yesterday's, not even like, yeah, like yesterday's curls, 2-day-old curls, and realistically I didn't even take the time to curl my hair, so I'm like, why not just do this right now? Yeah, before I dive into the details and the combing of the hair, make sure you guys take 2 seconds out of your day, because you're already watching the video, so why not take 2 seconds and do it, and subscribe, because not only are you benefiting yourself by subscribing, because why not want to see my videos every time I post them, but you're helping me out. And if you watching my videos and you obviously like me, so you're trying to help me out, so you should help me out. With that being said, let me just jump right into this. So this hair is from Moda, also known as Moda. This is a wig I constructed myself. It is 3 bundles of 26 and a 20-inch frontal. I would say probably it's like 2.75 bundles of 26, because I never actually use a full 3rd bundle. I don't know why. Once I get to the top, I just don't ever like use a 3rd bundle, but this time I put like the vast majority of that 3rd bundle in, which is like the most I've ever done in a long time. So like I'm kind of hyped about it because I love how full this looks. Yeah, this is the Brazilian body wave, and I've been wearing it for about 2 months now. And let me like brush it and do my hair. I'm also gonna be using this curling wand from Conair. It was probably like $17 on Amazon. I've only used this probably once or twice, so I really don't know how much I like it or not, because this is not a Conair review, this is a hair review, but we'll see how it does today. Yeah, I've been wearing this hair for about 2 months now. I could give you exact dates if I go back and look into my Snapchat memories, but I'm gonna say it's about 2 months. I'll make sure it's accurate in the description box. This is not my first time wearing Moda hair though. This is probably like my 3rd time ordering from them, and I order probably not the same exact hair, but similar hair every single time. The first time that I ordered hair from them, I ordered the Peruvian body wave. The second time, same thing, and then this time I decided to get the Brazilian because I figured, why not? I do like Brazilian hair, and I like how Brazilian hair straightens, so that's why I kind of always gravitate towards Brazilian hair. But that was my first time trying Peruvian hair, and I did really like how it looked. I liked the density. I liked how full it looked without it feeling like super heavy, and I feel like sometimes that's the issue with Brazilian hair, like you feel the weight with it, but with this specific Brazilian hair, it doesn't feel heavy. That's one thing that I do like. I feel like you get that fullness, but it's like a natural fullness, because not that the other Peruvian like hair was a natural fullness, but I think that sometimes in general when people use too much hair in wigs, or they like make wigs, they make them so super full, it's like very unrealistic. And obviously like if you're wearing a wig, you shouldn't care if it looks like a wig, but also too, like it doesn't have to look super fake either. Like you can make it, why am I attacking that way? You can make it look more natural if you want it to look more natural. I was hype yesterday when somebody literally was like, oh, your hair is mad long, and I was like, that's because I bought it at this length. And they were like, wait, that's not your hair? And I'm like, wait, you thought this was my hair? Like, I know this install is good, but like, thank you. And I'm like, I feel like it's a combination of things. I think sometimes it's how dense you make a wig, how well you obviously lay it, and also like people not wanting to ask if that's your hair or not. But also too, it's like you can make a wig look like it's coming out of your scalp, and that's like a style that's yours. It doesn't have to look like a wig if you don't want it to. So I think that's kind of why I love this wig and how this wig came out specifically. But in terms of the quality of the hair, I can speak positively of it for many reasons. One, this isn't the first time I've ordered this hair, so obviously the hair was good enough for me to continue to spend hundreds of dollars on it. But realistically, it's good hair and it's worth the money. I paid $100 and I believe it was $170 for the 3 bundles of 26 and the 20-inch frontal, which is super reasonable for those lengths. And considering the fact that this is not cheap hair or hair that's only gonna last you for a month or two, it's hair that actually lasts a really long time. I think I just messed this curl up. Not bad. But it's hair that actually lasts you a really long time. I think it's definitely worth the $170. Considering the fact that I've paid more than that for hair, it's super reasonable. And I'm the type of person that like, I love to experiment with styles and colors and everything like that. So it's definitely like reasonable when I want to go back to black hair or I want just to buy new black hair. I love coming back to this hair because it's just that go-to body wave that you know is gonna hold you down. There's not a lot of shedding. It does shed because all hair sheds, and also too, like, there's things that contribute to shedding that people just like assume that if you buy like super expensive hair that it's not gonna shed. That's not the case. Every hair sheds, but like if you cut your wefts, the hair is gonna shed. If you do certain things with the hair, like if it gets knotted, if you sleep on it and you don't brush it out, it's gonna shed. If you don't brush your hair regularly enough, it's gonna shed. But it's also hair, so it sheds. But like, is it unreasonable? No. I bought hair. I don't even want to talk about it because I don't like talking bad about companies. I mean, it's not that I don't like talking bad about companies, but if I'm not making a video about it, I'm not gonna dwell on it because this is not about anybody else and I don't want to make comparisons. But I did buy hair from a company over the summer last year and it was like around the same price. I was like, oh, I just wanted to try a different company, see how I liked it, stuff like that. So because I'm like, I already ordered Moda hair twice, and at that point I really wanted Brazilian hair again. I didn't want Peruvian, so I was like, whatever, like let me just try something else. So I ordered this hair from this company, and when I tell you it came out in clumps, like as soon as I made the wig, the ends were matted, and I'm just like, okay, I'm already pissed off. But then as time went on, it came out in chunks, back of the head matted. Like it looked good, and that's the only reason why I didn't hate the hair, because it still looked pretty good. Like I would still get compliments on it, but I'm like, it's disgusting when I run my fingers through my hair and a hairball comes out. Like, am I a cat? What are you barking for? Anyway, so realistically, that hair was a dub. This hair does not do that. You can run your fingers through it and it's not gonna come out in clumps. Super, super easy to manage. Like right now, I just washed it about a day ago. So it's just like super full right now, a lot of body, but even up until the last day it needs to be washed, it still looks good. Like all you have to do is restyle it and put a little heat in it and you're good. It definitely like doesn't need a lot of product either. Like I haven't put anything in it since I washed it. Well, I'm lying. I put a little bit of serum in it, but I put a little bit of that serum in it when I was parting my hair, and I put some mousse in it when I was trying to like manipulate my part. But other than that, I haven't put like an abundance of oils and sheens and hairsprays in it. But it does take well to holding product as well, because I know some hair, when you put hairspray in it, it gets like super dry or like crunchy, and like depending on the hairspray you use obviously, but like this hair holds product well, but it also doesn't hold it in a way that like if I were to do an elaborate style today, then wear the hair tomorrow, like it's just so crunchy or so messed up, like I have to start all over. Like if you brush it out properly, you're basically just resetting it and then you're good. So that's kind of what I like about this hair a lot too. I just also love the longevity. The other hair that I had from Moda, the Peruvian body wave, it lasted me about 8 months. The only thing that I did within that 8 months to make the wig better was I replaced the frontal. And that's because with frontals, obviously over time they shed, and like you're brushing, you're gluing, you're gelling, you're doing all this stuff, so it's gonna make it shed. And that's inevitable with whatever type of frontal you use. That's not a company thing, that's just a frontal thing. So it's one of those things where I was like, this is looking a little sparse, so let me replace the frontal. So I probably spent like what, $40, bought a new frontal and just sewed it back onto the wig, and I still have the hair and I still have the wig. Obviously throughout time hair sheds and stuff like that and things thin out, so realistically is the hair that I had from before still 26 inches? No, it's probably closer to 22 at this point, but it's still decent hair and definitely a wig I will throw back on at some point in my life. But the only negative thing that I can say is in terms of the natural state of this hair, maybe I just got like a bad batch because I didn't really dye the hair. I haven't done any chemical processing to this hair, specific hair, but I don't think this hair has the most pretty natural curl pattern. Like if it is braided and you take it out, it does does look really nice, but realistically, like if I wash it and I'm to wear it, it's like kind of wavy. And I know it's body wave, so it's not expected to be like super curly, but I've had body wave hair that like when you wash it, it's like the prettiest thing in the world. And even the Peruvian body wave from Moda, I love how that looks in its natural state, that I almost never straightened it. But the good thing about the lack of texture is if you wash it and you don't straighten it, like it's okay, because it's not like super big either. All you have to do is make sure when you like lay it down, you lay the part and that's flat enough, and it's not gonna be like super duper puffy either. So that's kind of like the pro and con of the lack of texture. Like ultimately, this is definitely, like I said before, some of my favorite go-to hair. I have a few companies that like just keep taking my money because I just like their hair a lot, and this is one of them. Like I don't know who ever said all hair on AliExpress was good hair, but like there's a lot of trash hair on AliExpress, and you gotta sift through some vendors till you find good ones. And I can definitely speak for Moda and say that this is one of the better brands on AliExpress. It's reasonable, you get your money's worth, and it definitely lasts a long time. Like I said before, this is hair that I've worn before. So obviously I'm talking about the Brazilian body wave on my head, and I'm also talking about the Peruvian body wave I've worn in the past, because that's hair I wore longer. I ordered Peruvian body wave twice, so that's hair that I wore longer. Also too, in terms of chemical processing the hair, second time I ordered the hair, I dyed it a very light brown with kind of like highlights in it for my college graduation last year, and I loved that hair. And let me tell y'all about some Moda hair. When it comes to chemically processing this hair, I can say it could do it. It could really do it, because I had to bleach it twice in order to get it to the lightness that I wanted it to be, and then I actually had to put dye over it. So it was processed 3 times and it still curled again. It still had texture. The only thing is it wasn't as coily as like if I were to leave it in its natural state, but after soaking it in conditioner, it still curled up again nicely. I dyed the hair in May. I wore it through majority of the summer up until August, and then I brought new hair, and then I decided in like November, guess what? I'm gonna dye it again. So I dyed it again because after the brown started fading, it was turning into like a coppery brown, and like I just wasn't a fan of the color. I was like, whatever, we're gonna put red over this. So I put red over it, and it still looks good. Like that's definitely a wig you could throw on like whenever I don't want to wear black hair or like blonde hair or whatever other wigs I'm wearing. That's definitely a wig I can continue to go back to. And even after dyeing it for a 4th time, it's still like it could still do the hair dance. Like if you lean back and you sway, it's still doing the hair dance. It still has body. It's still not shedding like crazy. Like it's still held up. So realistically, like if you're trying to experiment with some color and you want to buy some inexpensive hair that's not going to fall apart after dyeing it 4 times, I think you could invest in Moda hair. Like I think I can speak for it and say you can invest in Moda hair. There's a lot of hair I've purchased, and I can't believe that I wasted more than $100 on this. Like I'm kind of tight. I never feel that way about this hair, but yeah, I like Moda hair a lot. It's safe to say I like it a lot. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish curling this piece, and then I'll give you my closing thoughts. You guys to get a good look at this hair. Obviously, if you have any questions, feel free to comment, but like I get a lot of people that are like, ask me where to order from, and I'll tell them where to order from, and then they have like loaded questions. And obviously, like I said, I have no problem answering people's questions, but like why not explain to everybody what's going on here? And then for the people who don't know me and like want to discover Moda hair and like what they like about it and what they don't like about it, then they might stumble across a person like me and find that they like what I have to say. So with all that that being said, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to comment or follow me on Instagram and slide in my DMs. Like, we can have a conversation. I love talking about hair. Be sure to like this video, because if you don't like it, then obviously don't like it. But if you like it, then why not like the video and take an action and acknowledge the fact that you like the video and let me know that you like the video, because I want to know what my audience likes, so then I know what kind of content to create. So if you like it, then just give it that thumbs up. Like, take that extra step and give it that thumbs up, because I took the extra step to come here and talk to you guys about this hair and how fire it is. Then you can take the extra step and click like it's not that hard. And then obviously, like I said in the beginning of the video, and if you haven't done it already, then what are you doing? But if you're still here and you're still watching, then do it right now. Click that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, make your day just a little bit better and make my day even better too. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope everybody, you know, invests in some fire bundles. I hope you get this hair and you feel like $1 million, because I know I do, and I didn't have to spend $1 million. And that's it. I'm RachelEsther, and never forget, stay beautiful, stay booming, and stay blessed. Milo, where are you? That's it.